Hey guys, what is going on? Zip of RageQuitTV, and ask and you shall receive. Big thanks to Impress Her from the chat telling me what PSW actually means. It's Passion Shall Win. And this is Gun, so pretty cool. Passion Shall Win. I finally know what that clan means, or team means. I don't know if it's a clan or a team yet. I know there is a difference, but hey, who knows what. We'll go into game number 2 now. As you see, well, the game's being played. Dignitas.Killer spawning as the yellow Zerg, and Gun from Passion Shall Win spawning as the red Protoss. Gun last game went for a forward fast spin because it was Tal'Darim Altar, and that is the thing to do there. It looks like this game, he's not going to do it, placing the pylon at the top of his ramp and now going out to scout. And last game, Killer, well, the only thing you do really against a fast expand is just go 2-base infestors, because you can't take your 3rd base very fast on Tal'Darim Altar. And then he lost. He held off the Void Rays pretty well, I would say, and Gun just had so much of a ground force. Killer just couldn't match it. Gun is going to be coming up here with this one probe, going to be scouting Killer first. The Overlord is going to come in, try to be sneaky. He saw the Nexus and was trying to be sneaky, but the probe did go in and see everything. And he even steals a mineral patch, and now going to start zapping away on one drone. And then 3 get pulled offline to go deal with it. Now the probe just going to be running around at 20 HP. And he'll regen some shields and go back to it. And Killer using that injured drone to throw down the spawning pool. So all that little zapping was for nothing. Overlord sees the gateway. And he's just going to keep going on his way. Pylon goes down. And one thing I like doing, because I'm not the highest league player, and when you throw people in lower leagues off, you can really screw them up. I drone scout. Even if I get the Overlord here, I try to get a drone and just block the Cybernetic Core, because I know the Protoss is going to want to Cybernetic Core around this area, and I can try to block it and delay it for a good 10 seconds most of the time at least. And that just means if they try to 4-gate me, because that actually happens in my league, that it's going to be late, and I can deal with it much, much easier. It's like having the 4-gate nerf yet again. And, well, Overlord is going to see, not going to see too much. He's got to leave the base as soon as anything interesting would happen. I guess he could see the second gas, and is Killer going to see that? He hasn't scouted the gas yet again. Against Protoss, I guess there's no real gasless expand builds. But this is one thing I noticed in the game versus Bubbles in number 1. He didn't really care about the gas, and is he going to go and see that second gas? I'm just going on his vision, see if he sees a probe return it. Any signs that he would? No, he has no idea about the second gas, and that is crucial. Because 1 gas means early aggression, most likely. 2 gases means just about anything. On these close by air positions, it wouldn't surprise me to see a double Stargate play again. But that is unlikely. It just wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure what type of player Gun is. I don't think he has too many of his games. He is Korean to my knowledge. I believe, again, this is a Korean clan. They do have one guy, 1 star. He has matches played on GOM TV, so yeah, it is definitely a Korean clan. And this one Ling is not going to do too much. See the 1 sentry and the zealot. That may be enough to say, hey, you're going for a fast expand. I'm not sure. You normally get a sentry out before you get stalkers anyways, because these units, they gain value. These guys gain interest having them out, because energy is just like interest, except it doesn't have any compounding interest. So maybe that's a bad comparison, because it doesn't compound. Well, if you have many sentries, then force fields compound. It would seem like they do, because once you have 6 sentries, you have unlimited force fields. When you have 2 or 3, you have enough for like 1 battle. And Lings are gonna be just scouting around. Killer built a lot of Lings. He's got 10 more Lings behind this. He is gonna be up at 26 Lings. So it looks like he did know it was gonna be a fast expand build. A little bit ballsy, because again, he never scouted that second gas. But he just built so many Lings to blind counter this, because he assumed this is what Gun would do. Tries to get up this ramp, and that may have been a mistake. He does surround the Zealot there, so the Zealot will go down fairly quick, but all those sentries live. And will this Nexus have to get canceled? It looks like it will get canceled, and now just Lings to deal with sentries. Some good force fields going down. 2 sentries though go down, and this is huge. Taking out these sentries is so big. Another force field saves this one with 4 HP left. But those sentries, you don't really get that gas back. This is going to slow down his tech into Colossus so much. And you can see Killer just trying to inch his way in to poke that one sentry, but he just can't. Now going to surround these Zealots. And the sentries can't... Oh no, they have some force fields. Now the Zealots go into a nice spot. Going in this Lost tab, you can see Killer's been about equal. It looks like it's a lot, but the cancel on the Nexus does count as 400. Now more sentries going down, so Killer definitely on top of this engagement. We will... I don't know. This is looking pretty bad for Gun. And oh man, those lanes get on top of the ramp, and now they are in the base. This looks like it could be GG right here. And that Zealot looks like he's stuck. I don't know what's going on. Probes do get a nice round, taking a lot of lanes. That was probably a mistake. Should have kept a few more lanes so he could run around the base, and he takes down that sentry. And now just keep these alive and poke at things one by one. And he's going to be a little bit careless and let things get surrounded, but he has so many more on. Took out the sentry. Lanes can take out Zealots, no problem in this number. And a Zealot and more sentries coming down. Killer just looking like he's pulling so far ahead, and now tries to run in the base, but no, he can't. The 4 Zealots out, that's going to be enough to scare the Lings, but they're just going to use their speed and just inch around that hatch. And the force field is down. Places the Forge up, and this Nexus did go up, so despite all this harassment, Gun does manage to get his expansion up. 23 probes though to 38 drones. 4 probes did die, and I'm sure he wasn't producing the entire time through the battle. And that Nexus is low on energy, so you're going to see these lanes come in and just keep poking it. Well, maybe poke this one pylon. And Killer is transitioning into roaches. That will be definitely good. He has delayed everything, so he may be able to do a roachling all in and just win the game. We'll find out if that's what he wants to do. I still think if he left those Lings alive, didn't attack the probes so much, and kind of just played a game of leapfrog on the pylons, that would have been so much more effective, because Gun wouldn't be able to put his Zealot on hold here, and the Lings would just run in. And if the Zealot did go on hold here, well, the Lings could get a complete surround. So I don't know why he went straight for that middle line. I guess he didn't want to worry about doing too much microing. And Killer just being very responsible with his injects. This Queen at 48 energy, though, now has the macro hatch. So going to be vibing on this. And is he going to get melee attack or missile attack? He's getting roach speed and missile attack, so he's going to go for a roach heavy play now. Again, Zealot Sentry, and that is very good. Force fields won't really affect it until Stalkers come out. +1 just about done for Gun, and he is choosing the right thing by going roaches, because now Zealots, once this is done, once +1 weapons is done, Zealots can 2-shot Lings instead of 3-shotting them, which is a big, big deal. And a lot of Zealots moving down, but plenty of roaches with a few spine claws. He's going to hold this off, no problem. And these Lings may go in for the counter attack. Gun has a wall off, though. That looks like it's a complete wall off. But he's going to attack this one pylon, and that pylon is going to go down fairly quick. Meanwhile, sentries and Zealots here. He's going to force field this ramp, but I think there's enough roaches where he can just deal with these Zealots. No problem. Lings do come in, Zealots are there, the Forge is unpowered, but doesn't matter one bit. Stalkers are made to combat these roaches, force fields go down. Keep in mind the roaches do have the roach speed, and are about to have +1 in Burrow. There's no detection out for Gun, so Burrow going to be a game changer. 12 roaches now in production, and these roaches just catching up, picking the units off one by one. There goes one force field. And, well, he didn't have enough energy for that, but taking out those sentries is definitely key. And so many roaches from Killer coming out, it looks like Gun will be falling. And there goes the GG. We will be going to game number 3 right now.